to Dark Matters.
This is Dark Matters.
It's Saturday night. It's 10 o'clock.
That means it's Dark Matters.
That means it's Dark Matters. No rain nor shine, unless I get a really bad stomach virus.
Unless you get really sick. Other than that, it happens. And when you were incapacitated, the chess devil encouraged me to host the show.
Oh yeah, did you do it?
No, I was in bed with my wife and preferred being there to host this show without you.
Well, that's adorable. I feel charmed.
It's been a while. There we go. Now we can find
Yeah,
this.
how are you doing? I feel like it's been 2 weeks since I've seen your face.
Yeah, I think that's right. I'm okay. I have I have a meeting with Eric Schmidt's 27-year-old girlfriend, which I'm very excited about.
Oh, that's fun. To work at at Alphabet?
No, to work at like the weird VC firm that like he must have given her like $100 million to just play with.
That's fun. Just some play money. Just some good old play money.
But it's gonna be. I'm just really interested in talking to her. I will not, under any circumstances, be taking the job.
Yeah.
But
What about that other job? Did you take that job?
No.
No.
No. I still. Who knows? What is work? When will I get to? When will I get to do something fun? Actually, I did. You know my friend. You know my friend Dave, right?
Yes.
Dave asked me for my best unscripted pitch. He's meeting with Gersh. What?
What?
I just saw. I can't tell if you are if it looked like you mouthed something, but I can't tell if that was really late.
I just mouthed. I have no idea who that is. That's
Okay.
what I mouthed.
That's what I thought, but because it shows up so late in my stream, and you need to share your video.
Oh, sorry.
Skype, so I can actually see you
Sorry.
in the moment.
There you go.
Okay, there we go. That's helpful.
Oh, baby, we got some friend connections happening in the chat here. Ice Cream Cone opening a store in the Century City Mall. What a mall!
Hell yeah, Century City Mall's great. Great mall.
Sorry, your friend Dave. So why don't
my friend Dave asked me for my best unscripted pitches because he's meeting with Gersh.
Meeting with Gersh for what?
To pitch them unscripted shows.
Why would you? So why would you give it to him?
I don't know, because he's gonna go meet with the Gersh people.
Okay. Did you pitch our show?
He asked for trivia, but I feel like we should pitch him pitch Dark Matters.
Yeah, Jay Fleisch knows all about the unscripted, the D world.
I didn't know that. I didn't know that. Did you ever get to meet, like, Nick Lachey?
Get to? Were you ever forced to
Were
you ever forced at gunpoint to meet Nick Lachey?
Have the privilege of meeting Nick Lachey.
Oh, an egg? This is good.
This
is good.
Yeah. What? Ew. Oh,
Snooki.
No.
Wow. Did you ask her how far is Tattoo far?
I remember when you recommended that show to me, and I watched it, and I loved it.
What tattoo would you put on if you could put a disgusting revenge tattoo on my body? What would you put on there?
Oh man, great question. I mean, my favorite one from that show was Thruple or Nah.
Thruple or Nah, yeah, that's pretty good.
I have ideas that are just like mean. But that's not really what it's about, right?
Well,
It's
sometimes
not
it's
just about
mean. Sometimes that show's about, sending a nice message to your friend. Sometimes it's just about being a jerk and tattooing devil baby over their vagina.
That's right. That's right. I thought it was over over his like wiener though.
Oh, maybe.
I think it was a guy. Um I think it would be it would have to be something along the lines of like a warning, like one of those warning labels they used to put on like rap albums or Linkin Park albums,
Yeah.
and it would say, "I don't really know how to use birth control," and put it on your inner thigh.
A warning. All right, that's pretty
Parental advisory warning.
good. Yeah. Future parental advisory warning. It's you are going to be a parent advisory warning.
It's true.
Yeah, started working on a new show with some people I haven't worked with I haven't seen in a couple of years.
Yeah.
And this woman that I didn't was like, "Oh, how are your kids? You have two now." And I was like, "And a third one on the way." And she was like, "What is wrong with you?" It's a good question. It's one I ask myself every day.
I'm excited.
Apparently, the show I'm working on is like top secret. Like we have a code name and stuff.
I love that. I love that.
So
What's the
everything.
code name? You can share the code name, right?
I don't know if I can share the code name.
Oh man.
It's like top secret.
Project Power.
But it's very cool. I watched the first episode, and I just had the feeling of like, why are they letting me work on this? I'm terrible.
No, they got you because you're the best.
They got me because I work on
best in the business.
Yeah, definitely in the top 20%.
They call you the male Thelma Schoonmaker.
Yeah.
Schoonmaker, look, I've already been. I just left a Seder. I did Grace After Meals, and I left the Seder that I was leading to come to Dark Matters.
You were leading the Seder? Why didn't you just continue? Why didn't you just help? Why don't we just add on to that Seder? It seems like there's a successful Seder going on upstairs. Also, aren't we invited to a Seder at your house tomorrow? Is this some...
No, you were invited to a Seder at our house fucking tonight.
Oh, it was tonight? I thought it was tomorrow.
Yes. No.
This is the one that I was invited to?
Yes.
It wasn't going to happen. My in-laws are in town. They came today. This is what I told Sam. Wait, it was tonight? Obviously, you would know.
Yes.
So this is the one that I was invited to.
It was originally Friday night, but then people couldn't come Friday night. Or some people were well, we can't come Friday night, maybe Saturday night, and then we moved to Saturday night, and then nobody RSVP'd except for Sam's parents who came back from Sam's parents, and then two people showed up who we had invited, but they did not confirm whether they were coming. And so thankfully we had enough food, but yeah.
Yeah, wait, is tonight the second night of Passover? Explain Passover to me as a Remember when we did a Passover Seder with my parents?
I do remember that. When Oscar was just born, right?
Yeah, he was less than 1.
Oh my God. I love him.
Everybody had 10 Plagues themed headbands.
Yeah.
That my dad got at Party City.
And it was honestly one of the last times I saw our good friend Debbie Fry.
I know.
Who I miss a lot.
We should call her right now.
We should call her right now.
Do you think she's celebrating? What's up, Stab Comedy? Our friends up in Sacramento. That's such a bad. I'm sorry I did that.
No, you shouldn't be sorry for that. You should be doing more of your the Z-Plane guy imitation.
You. Yep, that's what I was doing. Yep, definitely. That was a Hervé Villechaize impression.
Hervé, there we go. I can tell a Hervé Villechaize impression when I
it
hear
was supposed
it.
to be Arnold Schwarzenegger.
Oh, that sort of makes sense, but I guess he was in Sacramento for a long time.
My dad's in the hospital again. That's fun.
Ay, ay, ay.
He has now his foot. So they cut off his big toe. This is so gross.
I thought it was his little toe.
No, his big toe. Big toe got cut off. But now another part of his foot has an infection in it, so they're giving him antibiotics. So he has to stay in the hospital while they run the test to figure out what infection he has so they can figure out what antibiotics to give him. And then they'll be able to go home again. So that's fun. I mean, I've been talking to him and stuff. He seems okay, but, it's kind of scary. This is how his dad died. My grandpa died. He had an infection in his foot.
Oof. Yeah, my grandma towards the end of her life lost her leg, I think above the knee to an infection.
Yeah.
She had dementia and couldn't really take care of herself.
She didn't know it was missing. That's what you're saying.
No, she didn't know it was missing, and she was very unhappy about it. Every time that I saw her at the old folks' home in my town.
Being old is terrible. It's all
here
terrible.
We are aging
terrible.
people with this show.
Yeah. Yeah,
but
I have no intent of ever not doing this show. Like, we're gonna be. One of us is going to have something amputated, and we're still gonna be doing this show. Like,
I do hope that when one of us dies, the other one is out there doing the show. Either with the firstborn child.
Yeah, the child. That would be great.
Or could be whoever. Just do it with my grave.
What if we get so old that our if we just need a guest host, we just get our kids to guest host?
That'd be great.
That'd be like Oscar.
That'd be great.
Oh my god, I was so sick last week. I've never been sick like that.
Sorry.
Since I was like a kid. It wasn't that bad. It was only like 2 or 3 days, but it was so gnarly. Just both ends of my body just coming out. But Sunday morning I woke up, it was like, when you're like sick and you wake up and you're all better?
Yeah.
It's
absolutely. It feels fantastic.
It's like 10 orgasms.
Yeah.
I don't think it was food poisoning. I think it was like norovirus, probably. Probably got it from a kid's birthday party. We took last weekend.
Birthday party.
We took Reggie to a kid's birthday party. Oscar, one of Oscar's classmates, had a birthday party in like an indoor place thing, and Reggie was. I was playing with Reggie in the ball pit. Has to be from that because he got sick and I got sick.
Home of the norovirus.
The ball pit. Literally.
It's that and a cruise ship buffet. There's no escaping it.
Yeah. So I mean that has to be.
Wisebot says, support the complex. I say don't.
I say don't. How has that been going? I haven't been to any of these.
How do we uninstall Wisebot from this?
Nobody will know that we did that, so we definitely could. Reggie kept putting the little balls in the ball pit in his mouth, and then I would take them, but I didn't know what to do with the ones that he put in his mouth. I put them aside, but I was like,
oh sure.
What do I do with them now?
Yeah.
Yeah, he was definitely eating norovirus. Wait, how are the improv shows going? Narrate for me.
I mean, we only had 2 shows, right?
Oh, okay. This is what I owe $25 for.
That's what you owe $25 for, is correct. You're gonna continue owing more money for those shows. The first show was not that good. It was just a little tentative, people, just trying, we hadn't practiced at all before that, and spent a little bit of time in a bar, but hadn't practiced at all.
What's the theater like?
The last show, theater what does it have? It has, doors. It's really hot.
Oh,
it's
that's
really,
good.
really hot. It doesn't have the upstairs, which I am grateful for, because there's no more stupid scenes of like somebody going upstairs and jumping around and making noise and shit, which always I never loved.
Yeah.
They are terrible doors. Hunty, it makes an excellent point. They're terrible doors. It's like all curtained. It's all curtains on the sides rather than like so there's like a legitimate you can actually be off stage like when you are not on stage versus the other one where you're like, you know, just leaning up against the wall when you're off. The most recent show we did 2 weeks ago or a week and a half ago, I thought was actually a good show. It's definitely like the first good show I've done since before the pandemic.
Did anybody watch it?
No. And Royce complained that we don't advertise our shows. We don't promote them enough.
Who did he complain to and where?
He complained to the other team before when Andrew Friedman was there and Cassie from our team.
Yeah.
But before I showed up and Temma. Cassie and Temma, Cassie and Temma, who are the two of the three new people that we've added, are great. Really, really fun to play with.
Okay.
And Andrew Friedman got into the London Academy of Music and Dramatic Arts, so he might be
moving to London.
It seems like he might be moving to London.
What a fucking... You know, he looks a lot like Ansel Elgort.
Yeah. I was at Intelligentsia Coffee this morning, and there was a guy making coffee, and I turned to my wife and I was like, "This is a character played by Andrew Friedman, just with fake chest hair."
It turned out it was Andrew Friedman. Ice Cream Cone, are you saying in July you're going to be out here at the Century City outpost of the escape room? Please tell me that it's true.
Yeah, but Improv, we've got a show on Wednesday. I've been taking the city bus. To work.
Oh, just across Santa Monica Boulevard?
Yeah, all the way from Santa Monica Boulevard from Silver Lake to the ocean. And I feel like it's going to be difficult for me to be on time to the show.
Yeah. Okay, we've got 2 calls. Dark Matters.
This is Dark Matters.
So, I had a big week, but I wanted to talk about some elements of this week as this show goes on, because I had my first Tony the Wonder Llama at Go Sketch Yourself return, my first show at GSY back, and I wanted to get into that conversation of what that stage feels like.
Sure.
Yeah.
So what are your impressions, Hunty?
Someone is going to fucking die and sue the theater when they trip over those doors. That's one of them.
Yeah, that is true. I mean, yeah.
It's such an interesting bucket-shaped stage. Like I'm fascinated by it. I think it is better than the other theater. But here's the twist for me is I performed that show a day after a first date, and the person on that date was like, "Hey, I want to see you perform comedy," and I fell for that trap. So instead of just, "Oh crap, I'm shaking and terrified for performing the first time in 2 years," I had an audience member trying to decide if I was worth seeing while I was shirtless, Tony the Wonder Llama.
And what do you think the verdict was?
It took about 2 days for me to get another text.
Okay.
But it afterwards it seemed like it. You know what? Don't ever fall for that trap. I was talking to a friend of mine and I was like, "Ooh, should I tell them about Dark Matters?" And they were like, "No, don't fucking introduce them to any more comedy you're doing. You want this to go well? Don't do that.
Especially not dark. Especially not this show."
Oh, speaking of that, I saw. Speaking of introducing people to documenters, I saw J. Pill 1978 at the Glendale Galleria.
Oh no shit.
Mm-hmm. At the AMC I was watching the showing of Everything Everywhere All at Once that he had like come out of.
Oh yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. What'd you?
And he was like, "Oh, you guys are doing a show tomorrow," and I was like, "Oh, we're not."
Yeah.
Oh, was that last week then?
That was last week. Yeah.
Yeah.
So I did that day / performance. Like all of that is very high anxiety for me, as you would know, because it was me being maskless inside for the first time.
By the way, what do we eat? Is this part of our Seder plate, Bilo? What do we have there?
Oh yeah, baby, this is a shank bone.
There's the shank bone. That's great Seder that we're doing.
Oh, that's perfect, because less than 12 hours after performing, I had surgery.
You got a cyst removed, I saw on Instagram.
Yes. The dead center of my chest. So I was describing how much it hurt, and it was described as, yeah, that sounds like straight up top surgery, the way I can't, like, fucking move my arms and shit. It's been a very interesting couple of days.
That sounds... Hold on, Hunty. Hold on. Hold the line. We've got a caller in queue. I'm gonna pick him up real quick.
Yeah.
Dark Matters.
This is Dark Matters.
Hello?
Yes, hi. You're on. This is Dark Matters.
How's it going?
Good. We're
It's good.
hanging out here. We're about to start our Passover Seder. How are you doing, caller?
I'm just, is this the Suicide Hotline?
Is this a suicide hotline?
Suicide hotline?
It could be.
I've been ghosted since the past couple weeks, and I feel like this is the right phone number to call for that kind of stuff.
I feel like there are like a lot of songs that have the suicide hotline in it. But while you're on, caller,
what's going on, caller? How can we help you?
What's going on?
Well, there's this other day I was, just masturbating with sandpaper, and it started bleeding. I thought I was going to die because I started bleeding pretty bad. So I just didn't understand what the whole process about this situation was.
What is your situation? Is you masturbated with sandpaper?
Yes, sir. That is correct.
Well, it seems like now. Why'd you do that? I feel like most people would use a lubricant of some kind, and sandpaper would be the opposite of that, right?
Sometimes I like, a little bit of cottonball torture.
Sure. CBT.
But
yeah.
I think I went a little bit too far this time.
Yeah.
I called the wrong number, I believe. I'm not too sure.
I think you might have, but
look. If you're talking about masturbating with sandpaper, you probably called the right number. You know what I'm saying? Like, this is the, what else is going on, caller? What's
Well, I have this old woman that puts me in like a cock cage type thing, like a chastity. I guess that's what they call it.
Chastity belt.
I'm not 100% sure about the terms and all that stuff.
okay?
But,
something like locks up your wiener, basically.
Yeah, it's like super small. Fully erect is about 3 inches, so I'm not 100% sure that. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. I've been working on it. It used to be too, but you know what they say.
How do you work on it? Just for, because there are people with even, average size members who probably would want to know.
Well, I just take the tip and I kind of stretch it. Like it's uncircumcised, but I kind of like stretch it to act like it's not.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah. Oy.
Yeah, you just, you little stretch on there, add like a 5-pound weight down to the tip of the string.
Woof.
Wow.
Wee.
Yeah,
it sounds painful, caller. Is that something you're interested in pain, I guess?
Yeah.
Yeah. I dabble in a little bit of stuff and such, I like to do it for Dale sometimes.
Well,
Hello?
yeah, hi there. I mean, are you said you were trying to call the suicide hotline. Now, caller, I mean, just how are you? What would you describe your mental state as right now?
I would say it's pretty hard.
Yeah.
My
say more.
mental state. Sorry, I thought you said my erection. I'm
Oh.
sorry.
I know. Well, you wouldn't be the first one to be aroused during our show.
Jesus is definitely watching over me. He's in shame right now. I don't know where these words are coming from. I'm sorry.
All right. Well, thank you, caller. We've got another call I'm going to pick up right now, but feel free to call back. Dark Matters.
This is Dark Matters.
Yo, Dark Matters. Manishtana.
Manishtana.
What's going on? Halila
Hazeh. That's right. Why is this night different from all other nights?
Well, I had an issue earlier with my dad, and I was calling about it.
Great.
He bought this goat for 2 zuzim.
He bought a goat for 2.
Ate it.
Oh my gosh. Well, do you have any other pets? Do you have like a dog maybe?
Yeah. And then the dog went and bit the cat.
Okay. Well. Okay. So your father bought a goat for 2 zuzim, and then the cat ate. Sorry, and then the cat ate the goat.
Wait, what is a zuzim? I'm sorry, I'm out of the loop here. I'm a bad Jew. You'll have to explain.
You know? Like when you go to buy a goat, and you're like, well, I've only got the 1 zuzim juza, and I need to go get the second to this goat, the zuzim.
Yeah, it's like a unit of currency. And then do you happen to have a stick?
Yeah, well, my dad had a stick, so he went and he's like, okay, well, the cat ate the goat, but then the dog bit the cat, and I don't know, maybe he thought the dog was the one who ate the goat, but he went and beat the dog with a stick.
So the stick came and beat the dog, and okay, well, I mean, what happened to the stick?
It like totally caught on fire and got burned up.
Okay, all right, so first, just to go back to the beginning, there was your father bought a goat for 2 zuzim, okay, and then your cat ate the goat. I feel like cats are much smaller than goats.
Yeah, you'd think so, but we got a really big cat.
You might like a Maine Coon cat that's a big cat.
I think
Ocelot
it's like an ocelot.
Yeah,
it's a big cat. Yeah.
All right. So if there was a cat. Your father bought a goat for 2 zuzim. Cat ate the goat. Dog bit the cat. Stick beat the dog. And fire burned the stick. Well, now what happened to the fire?
Well, so here I am. I'm like watching this all go down. I'm like, what the fuck is this? But we had like our Seder, right? So there was all this water in the pitcher, So I just threw it on the stick.
So you extinguished so you threw water on the fire.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, that seems like a good. Was that it? Was that So now you're I guess your goat is gone. You're out those 2. Your father is out those 2 zuzim, and you have a bunch of water, I guess, all over the place.
The cat's super happy. Like the cat's just chilling. I mean, I guess it got bit, but it doesn't seem to care. Dog's sort of freaked, honestly. My dad's pissed because he got this goat. And like, I don't really know what to do at this point. Like the fire's been quenched. Yeah. But this is like, I'm pretty sure water that was left.
Okay. Well, so, can I maybe make a recommendation about the water? Do you have an ox?
Oh, I mean, yeah, my neighbor has an ox.
If your neighbor has an ox, I'd recommend getting that ox over there to drink the water.
Okay, we can do that.
Yeah, I mean, because you don't want that water just sitting, pooling, and having mosquitoes breeding it or whatever.
Caller, one of our long-term chatters in the chat, Brother Wags, is apparently very intrigued by your call and is asking if you are single.
Well, you see, I was doing my taxes this year, and I was using this software, and I actually had to call the software makers because, like, it got to the point where it was asking me, it's like single or married, right?
Yeah, that's just what it says, yeah.
But I have, like, a really serious relationship. Like, they haven't asked me to marry them yet, so I'm definitely not single, but I'm not married. But,
I see where you're going.
Yeah.
Now, would you be interested? Let me just pitch somebody. It sounds like you're in a serious relationship, but you're open to exploring somebody who is like a legendary comedy writer. Would that be somebody who would be interested in dating, perhaps? Somebody who's worked with like Snoop Dogg.
I mean, Snoop Dogg's pretty cool. I love his comedy.
Yeah, Snoop Dogg's comedy is really my favorite thing about him. You know, somebody who worked with the late great Brody Stevens.
Mm-hmm.
You know,
Brody Stevens is dead.
Yes, yeah. Michael.
I don't really know who Brody Stevens is.
Yeah. Well,
I mean, look, I'm open to a lot of, so sure.
All right. You know,
there we go.
If I call somebody the late great and you don't know who they are, you can just lie and pretend you know what I'm talking about. You don't have to say. You don't have to, draw attention to your own ignorance. But that's what we do here on Dark Matters. Caller, would you say I'm a bad Jew? Not knowing anything about me, just based on the sound of my voice and the way I'm talking, would you say I'm a bad Jew?
Well, there's a question. I mean, did you have a Seder?
No, and I forgot that I didn't know which night of Passover it was, and I thought that the Seder that Michael's having is tomorrow. Because I didn't know what day Passover was.
Yeah, I mean, it was rather intimate. Bad Jew, is there such a thing? I don't know. There's no hell, right? So it kind of doesn't matter, right?
I've been told I get to go to heaven just because I'm Jewish. That's what they told me at Hebrew school.
There's like a covenant.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just get to go because seems not fair. Yeah. I didn't really earn it.
Skip the line.
You got to get rid of that American mentality. I wanted to just send out a thank you along the wire to my Seder host this evening.
You're welcome.
Wait, this is somebody who's is this person who's calling our show upstairs at your house right now?
No, they're
they left.
I think they left.
Was it was there cue to leave when you left your own thing?
Yes, I mean that's probably right. Their cue to leave was probably when you called and it started ringing on my phone and I realized it was 10 o'clock. And I was like, I thought we could get the Seder done in 3.5 hours, but the answer was we needed 3 hours and 45 minutes or something like that.
You did a great job tonight. Thank you for reading all of the Hebrew that none of us could pronounce.
Yeah. It's my pleasure. It's my pleasure.
Yeah. Have a great show, guys. I just got home and I hope it's a good one. And hey, sending support to the guy on the suicide hotline.
Thank you. That's what we're here for.
Yeah.
All right. Thank you, caller. How's our Seder going, Bilo? You had a shank bone. That was pretty good.
Yeah, we got the whole deal here. We got this guy. We got some of this stuff.
Oh yeah. Bitter herbs.
Yep. Bitter herbs, maror, Bubby's extra hot horseradish.
Oh yeah.
I've been munching on some karpas, some parsley.
Parsley is my least favorite food.
Is it? I think it's delicious.
Parsley, okay. You know how people say like cilantro, there's that gene that makes cilantro taste like soap?
Yeah.
I think I have a gene that makes parsley taste weird because everybody else is like, yum, yum, parsley. I love parsley. To me, it tastes kind of like, it tastes like bitter soap is what it tastes like to me. I have no idea is that what it tastes like?
No, it's like, I mean, it does taste like green, and like green taste can often taste sort of soapy. But it's like I don't know, a little peppery. I don't really know how to describe the taste of parsley. It's the only thing that tastes like that.
Yeah, Hunty was told not to invite the person that he's seeing to Dark Matters.
Why not?
I don't know. Because the show's too good. The show's too quality.
The show's too quality, bruh.
They might be stunned. All things look pathetic next to this.
Fucking egg.
Oh, yeah.
Beitza.
What does that represent?
It represents, like, the completion of the year and, like it's a circle, and, like, life is a circle, but also it's, like, a new life. It's basically what it's about.
Yeah.
And we even got this. This is not one I believe in. This is not a thing that I did with my family growing up. This is chazeret. This is a piece of romaine lettuce. It's an additional bitter herb. And it goes on the Seder plate in some Seders. I didn't grow up with this. And so I find it strange, especially because it doesn't really have a place. Like, it doesn't really have. It doesn't have a
spot on the plate. I do have a Seder plate that my parents mailed me. Wait, so today was the second night of Passover?
Tonight was the second night of Passover.
So I missed it. Is that what you're saying? We can't do it tomorrow.
I mean, we probably have some food if you want to like bring your family over. I think we can probably whip up another Seder. What I should be doing is drinking. What I really should be doing in the show is drinking.
Having cups of wine is what we should be having.
Yeah, I'm gonna go get a bottle of bad wine, and I'm gonna start drinking.
In our house? I want to drink too. I haven't had a drink in I don't know. Probably last time was during Dark Matters. Yeah, Brother Wax is a good point. I'll just wake up my children and bring them over right now.
Whoa, they'll love it, except they'll be really mad. Oscar likes my house second best after the grocery store.
That's true. He does like your house. He likes it because it has things that he's not supposed to touch.
Then we got Haroset. We have the version of Haroset that
Haroset.
I don't. But I actually like what my no, I don't.
You don't like
because I don't really like
and
fruit.
walnuts?
I don't like it. I like
it has fruit in it.
Yeah,
that's why.
I don't really. But
when are we gonna do a Fear Factor where you just eat fruit?
Never. Oh, it's the worst. Good question. JPL at 1978 asks, "Is Mad Dog 2020 kosher for Passover?"
There's only one way to find out.
Kosher wine generally tends to be very sweet. And is kosher for Passover. And I assume Mad Dog 2020 is made basically the same way.
But wouldn't it need to be blessed by a rabbi or something?
It doesn't need to be blessed by a rabbi. That's like, it just needs to be made by an observant Jew. Or for wine to be kosher in general, it needs to be made like under the supervision of an observant Jew. Doesn't need a blessing or anything like that from a rabbi.
So supervision, is there just like, there's probably like some guy that just is like his job to go like look at wineries and then approve them and make them koshering?
Yes, that is
them?
Correct.
How do I get that gig?
You need to be an observant Jew.
Well, says Hootie, how do you know?
How do you? I mean, I
what do they give you a quiz?
Authority. Yeah, there's the person who makes a place like a kitchen kosher is called a mashgiach.
Okay.
And to become a mashgiach,
how much are these guys pulling in? Because we know they're guys. How much are they pulling in?
I think not. Honestly, I think not very much. I think they it's like the job that you take to support your Talmud habit.
How much does a moil make?
That's a great question.
Should I Google Moyle salary 2022?
You should. Yeah, you should. I assume it's not really salary. It's more like, piecework. They're 1099 rather than W2.
Salary.com. Oh, hotel worker.
Should we open the Mohel Motel?
All right, 22,000 to 77,000. Whoa! Yeah, Moyles can rake in up to $1,500 per bris.
That's a lot, but you're probably not doing more than one a week.
According to this article in the New York Post, some of these Orthodox Moihalim are doing 10 in a week. They're full-time Moyles, so $2,000 fine. There's an unsafe circumcision fine.
These are not making $15,000
$15,000 a week. Cutting tips. But
it's a big racket. You can't break in. You're never gonna break in.
Yeah.
All right. And if you do, the Hasidim are gonna come to your door and just break your kneecaps.
Yeah, it's like a loop group in the entertainment industry. What do they do with it?
What do they do with it? I don't know.
Can I just say it's really disturbing when your 3-year-old child has a boner? It's just really disturbing. He's just like walking around with a boner.
I can imagine.
It's like, what is happening? Stop touching it. Stop it. It's just like pointing at you, and you're like, no. That is a good point. I do watch, Pornhub on the living room TV. No, I don't. Who do you think out of all of everyone in the Dark Matters universe is most likely to? It's Hunter. He had to watch porn on their living room TV. I mean, he just comes from a family where that was commonplace.
It's true.
He is genetically. Ice Cream Cone putting a multiple ellipsis in the chat.
Yeah.
So maybe it's...
Yeah. I don't think it really is restricted to... There's just one person in the Dark Matters universe who's watching pornography on their television.
Hunty's back. He's got something to say. Dark Matters.
All right. So, talking about this whole this big racket of foreskins.
Yeah.
Gave you a great idea for how I think we can break into the industry.
Okay.
Using. You ever see the movie Cube?
No, I haven't.
Okay, so there's a scene in Cube where someone just gets sliced apart with razor wires.
Okay.
And what I'm thinking is, let's literally get a big racket, fill it with razor wires, and then we can cut off like 20 dicks at once.
Oh.
Why would we need to do that?
Why would we want to do that?
Because we're getting we know we have at least demand of 2 a day. We might have like 10 times that.
What? But they're not all in a row standing next to each other.
Well, that's their fault.
Is this why you called? This is why you called to go to pitch this?
Yeah, that's all I have.
This razor wire idea. Maybe it is a good idea that your date did not listen to Dark Matters.
This is Dark Matters.
Oh, Hunty!
Oh, it's Marge Simpson.
Once again, Marge Simpson.
Hunty, is this the show you didn't want me to watch?
Oh, Hunty left the line, caller.
Alright, so I'm on this date with this guy with no shirt on. Me and my former husband, we're like, he's a drunk, he's whatever. But I'm on a date with this guy, he's got no shirt on, he's got this sketch show. He's like, come see me, we're gonna have a great time.
And what did you think? What did you think of the show?
I'm gonna get a bottle of wine.
It was better when it was online.
Wow. Oh, we lost Michael Bilo. Physically, he's departed the room.
So this comes up to me. We have a date. We go to Dave and Buster's. Hunty takes me to Dave and Buster's. We have a great time. What do we got? Baseball and movies. The guy's talking about Hank Aaron the whole time. And then he's like, gives that a whole spiel about Nancy Myers and how she's the best director of all time.
Nancy Myers. Wow.
Of course.
So how are you feeling about this is, some exclusive info here. How are you feeling about the relationship right now, caller?
It'll be good. I think it'll be okay. I like this Tony the Wonder Llama character. Maybe bring it into the bedroom, because my old homie never did that.
And Brother Wax with a great question that I should have asked. Did Hunty go in for the kiss at the end of the date?
Too scared, wearing a mask the whole time. I don't even know what his face looks like. I see sad baseball movie eyes. That was the whole date.
All right. Well, thank you, Marge.
You're welcome.
That was Marge Simpson talking about her date with Hunter. Wow. The hits just keep coming in. 818-650-3275. I've lost my co-host, Michael Bilo. I think he went upstairs to get some wine. You know what? Grab yourself a glass of wine, because we're settling in here on Dark Matters. And you can give us a call at 818-650-3275. That spells dark on your keypad, on the letters there. My name is Frankie Gutman. My co-host, Michael Bilo. Hunties. Stitches are hurting. Yes, I agree. Torn condom with a great point. Here he is. He's returned. Jeopardy champion and current eater, Michael Bilo. Why don't I see you in? I see you in Skype. I don't see you in OBS. There you are. What is this? Oh, this is a wine. What's that called? A decorker? Uncorker? You gotta talk into the microphone, brah.
Seems like Mother of Garblin has found a use for foreskin.
Yeah. Yeah. Gross. What a night. What a night. So this is of course, during the Passover Seder. How many cups of wine are we talking here? 4 cups of wine?
Four is traditional. 4 is the number.
4 glasses of wine.
It's a lot. But it's also interesting how they're paced, because you have 2 cups of wine sort of before dinner, and then like the wine after dinner just like it hits you. Like the time before the dinner, if a Passover Seder is like 4 hours, it's like 3 hours until you eat, and then 1 hour for the rest of it. And you have two cups of wine before that, and then 2 cups of wine after you eat. It's too much.
I want to drink. I don't have any. Okay, wait. You gotta talk though, because I want to go get my own. I want to get my own wine.
Okay, I can talk.
I don't want any dead. I don't want dead air though.
I can do banter. There's not gonna be any dead air. Never dead air when I'm around. Shit. Brother Wag says Bilo is buzzed, and he's right. He's right. Because Bilo came from a Seder, came directly from a Seder to this show, and now he's opening up another bottle. Also, I guess I probably could pick your calls up, but I'm not going to because that would involve me having to log into the management console. So I'm just not going to do that, which makes it much harder for me to host solo than it is for Frankie. But he expects me to hold up the show to the same quality. Sorry for burping. Brother Wags asking for a poll. I'm not an admin on the channel. I can't do it. So if you wanna call in, you can call my personal cell phone. You can call my personal cell phone if you have the number. If you don't have the number, text somebody who has my number, and they'll give it to you. And then maybe I'll put you on that way. Because I can't control the other thing. Torn Condom says he's very concerned for my mental health, which is fair. Or he could be talking to Brother Wax. It's hard to tell. It's hard to tell. Ladies and gentlemen, this is Dark Matters. And I would love to be able to get this cork out of this wine, but I don't know if I can do it with one hand. I'm pretty sure I can't. Ice Cream says my cell phone went to voicemail. Let me turn I think it went to Do Not Disturb, and I'll turn that off. All right, now I should be ready to receive your calls. So if you want to call my cell phone and you got the number, give me a call. I got one from No Caller ID. I assume that was you. It's 10:52. 10:52. Usually, we're an hour-long show that goes for 3 hours. So, get ready, get prepared. I've been inside Frankie's house before, many times, ladies and gentlemen. Yes, it's true. Where do I think Frankie keeps his wine? Probably in the kitchen. There we go. No caller ID. Let's pick this up. Dark Matters. Wait, hold up.
Here. How's it going, bud?
Hey, Chess Devil. Good to talk to you.
So I talked to our friend Danielle.
Yeah.
Trying to get you some advice for rooms to rent, and she told me to talk to you. I was thinking about Culver City, near Century City.
Yeah.
She said you used to live on the west side. So.
I used to live in Palms, right by the Palms Expo line station. I think that's like a great place to live. And I used to work in Century City, like next to the mall. So if you can live in Palms near the Palms Expo line station, like I think that's one of the best places to live in LA, especially if you work in the Century City mall area, Century City area.
How's the Westwood area nowadays? I was thinking Culver City or Westwood.
Culver City and Palms are basically Culver City is number one, is huge. So Culver City, you could be living down by the airport. You could be living right by Palms. I would say live close to the Palms border if you're gonna live in Culver City, because it's again close and good, and it's a nice neighborhood to live in. Too. So I'd recommend that, and it's way more interesting than living in South Beverly Hills.
I couldn't find any wine.
All right, fair enough. Baba Booey, Frank Funko.
I couldn't find any wine, so I have some aquavit in a Farside mug.
Yeah, aquavit. Aquavit, is that made out of caraway? Is that the main?
It's flavored with caraway. That's correct.
It's
very strong.
Most people don't really know this, but most booze here, for example, is in general not kosher for Passover. And depending on I don't know what aquavit is made out of. If potato, it's okay, but if it's made out of wheat or rye, it's not okay for Passover.
I don't know. I'm gonna look it up. All right, here we go. I found it. Bull Run Distilling Company, Aquavit. This is from Portland, Oregon. I don't know, it doesn't say what it's made out of. It says potato or a grain.
Okay. Potato's fine. If you're drinking on Passover,
Could you imagine if this were shown on the big screens during Coachella?
I would love. I would love that, and so would you. We would both. We're both.
That should be our
dirty.
goal. We should get in like a tent at a festival.
That'd be fun. Be very fun.
Like, Netflix is a joke.
Yes, we should protest Netflix as a joke. It's coming up soon,
we
right?
should counter-program Netflix is a joke. We?
It's not funny. Don't go in there. You don't want to see a lot of Glazer. Get out of there.
Although, yes, I think Derek Matters should definitely be the name of our mascot of some kind. Derek Matters. Or we need to find somebody named Derek. Mohel Tent. Yeah, Netflix is not a joke. We should just be like really serious fans of Netflix. Talk about how much we like.
We watch
what fucking shows? What
no
fucking shows are on
subtitles.
Netflix that are good
Dairy
now?
Girls with no subtitles.
What is?
Dairy Girls.
Dairy Girls. Or Squid Game. Squid Game is trash. What's good on Netflix? Ozark.
What? Ozark. Bro.
Yeah.
Ozark. Better Call Saul.
Better Call Saul. Isn't that an AMC?
I thought it was a Netflix production, but I don't know.
Power of the Dog. So we should talk about
Power of the Dog.
Yeah.
It's a tannic wine, you know. It's a tannic.
Problem is, if we did a Netflix is not a joke festival, people would just think it was marketing from Netflix.
So what? We need our own streaming service. All right, we need our own streaming service.
This is our streaming service. Twitch.
No, it's not.
The Pack Theater Twitch.
No, not good enough. Not good enough. CNN put $300 million into CNN
Plus. Do you think we could get on CNN Plus?
I bet we get on CNN Plus. I bet we could now. Alison Roman's not going to be cooking for too much longer.
There's this documentary about Navalny that's on CNN Plus. I'm so mad because it's supposed to be really good, but I'm like, now I can't watch it because it's on CNN Plus. Pack Theater Plus. The Pack Theater on Venmo charged me $25.
It's true. The Pack Theater is extorting.
They want me to pay them $25.
Who has not been to either a practice or a show for Fussy.
I have. I said no COVID for you. I'm the COVID Nazi for myself, and I said no COVID for you. So I'm not doing the improv.
I'm sorry. So does the COVID Nazi serve COVID?
Yeah,
but you also go eat at his restaurant.
COVID Nazi serves COVID. Everybody's lining up to get into that theater and get their COVID. No COVID for you. So they charged me $25 for improv rent. So I'm just going to make sure they do $25 worth of labor to extract the $25 from us.
Oh, wait a second. Sorry. I have one more thing I want to do. One sec.
Yes,
I'll be back.
Okay. Oh, this aquavit is I don't know if you're supposed to drink this old aquavit. This is like 10 years old. Tastes like an old man's shaving cream. People feeling weird by the slight uptick in cases. Yes, so I work on a TV show where, we have a COVID coordinator woman, so she's has a network of other COVID people, so she has all the data of all the tests, and oh baby, wait, you gotta open it. She gets all the data, and she said in New York it's about, this is Barry, the woman I'm talking about, there's no code name for that. She said that the cases in New York are about a week earlier than the cases here, and they've been spiking in New York, so she expects it to spike here. Takes about a week. but she said they haven't had any in like weeks, and now they're starting to have some again. So we'll see. Fun. Visit. This is some official Dark Matters merch. Visit Anaheim, a great place to see your dad's dick.
Visit Anaheim, people. Visit Anaheim. That is yours. Mine is, I think, in the washing machine because I wore it.
What size?
I wore
it
to work. I got you an extra large.
All right. Michael, one of the great things about being sick last week is I lost 4 pounds.
There we go.
I didn't eat for 3 days.
You're getting closer to my weight. I'm gonna have to start doing something to maintain the gap, which I probably should.
Yeah.
Not because I care what our relative weights are, but just,
you will, my friend. once you see Frankie at 180, you're gonna be like, whoa. Hunter Epic Twitch Gaming, that's bullshit. I do think it's funny the one time that we went to like a kid's birthday party, I got immediately sick.
Yeah, that's pretty bad. Has
anybody purchased a Juche Couture t-shirt? That's up on the website too.
They kicked me off. I no longer
have
I got
kicked
administrative
off
privileges.
too.
Where's the link? So put the link out just so I can see I wanted to see the Juche Couture shirt.
I don't know. Where do you see? Here
I don't know. I guess
that's
merchandise.
Maybe. Okay, here it is. Let's see. We have the last. The Juche Couture is the most recent piece of merch on their website. I'll put the link in the chat here. Somebody with On the Stage emailed me to tell me that this was now available. And that's available in sizes from small all the way up to 5, extra small all the way up to 5XL. So, no excuse. All of our shirts are on here. Wait, can I?
We have the preponderance of we have more stuff than the Pack Theater.
Yeah.
Just
although I don't know now with our login, is our login restricted? Are we gonna be able to still make merch?
I don't know. I assume the answer is no. Not. We should do a very Dark Matters Pesach.
Well, my door just opened. A ghost just opened my door. So that's unnerving. I'm gonna go close my door.
Yeah. Lloyd is Frankie's cat for people. Yeah, these shirts are deeply overpriced. Deeply.
Oh no, what happened? Alright, here we go. Alright, it was a cat, not a ghost. $26 for a t-shirt. It is bullshit. And we have added no markup to our shirts. We're making $0. Like, you have an option to add a markup on there.
Yeah, we don't do that.
No markups for our merch. You can get the Juche Couture shirt. You can get the Anaheim, a great place to see your dad's dick. That's in the official Anaheim font, of course. Yeah. And you can get a Robo Bilo t-shirt.
Yeah, altogether $78 plus shipping.
Yeah. No, I think the shipping's $4, so that's lumped in. Right. I think it's worth it. Dark Matters.
So I went to the Pack Theater on this very ill-begotten day. So we're not going to talk about that half of it. What we are going to talk about is the fact that I spoke to various people who work in various positions at the theater. This is multiple people, and they had no idea about any of the merchandise on the website.
Like, what do you mean they just don't know what's up there?
Like, they're not informed of it at all.
Oh, so, I mean, they could just go look at what's up there.
Yeah, but it doesn't alert them when anything is created.
I see.
You are not kicked off because you're making, vulgar shirts and pissing anyone off.
What do you mean, vulgar shirts?
What's vulgar? Which one's vulgar?
Robo-Bilo is the most vulgar shirt we have.
Well, I think the one about seeing your dad's dick is, I guess, slightly vulgar.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's one that I might have to have an overshirt on just in case I walk past children.
This is so gross.
But I did speak with someone who may or may not be anyone you'd expect I would have spoken to. Who
Jesus Christ, I have no idea what that sentence meant.
Yeah, okay, keep going.
Well, because, you might guess, various people I talked to, so I'm not going to say which, people it might be, because I talked to a lot of people.
So you're basically claiming to have talked to a human being.
Wait, should we do another hot tub show? How long? What's the healing time on this cyst, Hunty? When are we doing another hot tub show?
I get the stitches out in 2 weeks. Next week from Wednesday.
All right. Let's put it on the calendar. Hey, Bilo, let's do a live show in May. Let's do it. May 14th. I was going to go home for my dad's birthday, but he's in the hospital, so he doesn't want us to come.
Yeah.
Let's do a show.
I'm down.
What I did want to follow up with, though, is they don't like the website either. Allegedly, one person wants to punch the website in the face.
Oh, well, that'd be good. Maybe we should help facilitate that. I don't think. Yeah, I can't.
Man versus website. I feel like that's a fun.
Yeah, we could live. We could live hack a website or something, like denial of service it or something.
Denial of service yourself.
We should do a denial of service attack on ourselves.
I don't know what my fucking password is for the pack.
I went to Anaheim this week. I didn't see my dad's dick, but I did have a thing.
My account. Okay, I just tried to log into on the stage. It said this account is no longer associated with an organization.
What?
You're not part of an organization.
That's too much information,
you bitch.
So I guess I am not able to log into anything. Yeah, I'm not able to log in at all. So I can't even make merch now.
No more new merch.
What is the point if we can't make hilarious merch? That's overpriced.
I agree.
Overpriced. What's the quality of that T-shirt?
Not good. Like it's like not bad, but it's not like good. Like I made my wife a T-shirt for her birthday this year because my mom always makes me T-shirts for my birthday. Yeah. So I made my wife a T-shirt, and like her T-shirt is much nicer.
Yeah. Where'd you make? Should we just open up our own merch store?
Yeah. Hunter, you want to get on? You want to get on board? Hunter, you want to get on board a rocket ship, buddy? You want to get on board a rocket ship?
I'm on board.
Yeah. Should we try to make it? Should we try to make some NFTs?
This rocket ship needs a merch store, baby.
We need to make a Dark Matters NFT. What should the image be of the Dark Matters NFT?
NFTs are over. I'm sorry. I'm sorry if anybody's heavily invested in them, but NFTs are over.
The fact that they're over doesn't mean that it wouldn't be funny. Should we just make an NFT of the picture of Hunty's cock and balls?
That lives forever on the blockchain.
My Hunty pin? Yes, please.
What do you mean NFTs are over, Bilo? Everybody's telling me how great they are, especially people that invest in them.
Yeah, once interest rates are high enough, things that do not have any returns lose their value very quickly.
Philo, what are you talking about? But I get exclusive access to, like, you know, a lounge with other apes where I get to hang out and chat with them about, you know.
It's true. There's a Twitter account I really like by a software engineer named Molly White called Web3 is Going Great. I highly encourage people to check it out. But there was this NFT project called Gem, and the people involved in it are all like pseudonymous. They all interact with this project. Even the people who like lead the project interact under
There's
assumed
a cat
names.
smelling me right now. Yeah.
And they just like one of the guys was like a big, like a known sexual harasser and like of children, and was
of
and,
children
like,
is a big ad there, by the way. That's a big. It's a Malkovich store that you open there.
It's true. That's what I got. Web3 is going great. Molly White is the curator of that. A lot of bad stuff. Enjoy.
Because I exist outside of the world at large. Did NFTs like suddenly take in value this week? Like a bunch of them?
There was a famous one, which was an NFT made from the first tweet that Jack Dorsey put on Twitter.
Yeah.
And the guy who originally purchased it for about $3 million, the equivalent of $3 million in Ethereum. And then he tried to resell it this week, and he was targeting his target price was $48 million, the equivalent of $48 million US dollars. And the amount that it eventually sold for was $14,000 US dollars.
All right. Yeah, one of the actors from Barry came in to do an ADR session, and he owns one of the Bored Ape NFTs. He was telling me how he bought it for $900 and now it's worth $250,000, but he'll never sell. Oh, hi. Oh, we have a special guest here. It's Baby the cat.
No! I want Baby the baby. Hi, Baby.
Oh, Baby the cat. He was like, I'll never sell. I'll hold this forever. I was like, it seems like it's worth $250,000. You should sell. And, you know, sorry, baby. I know you don't like this. I'm sorry. I'm sorry, girl. Here you go. Sorry. Yeah. He's like, I will never sell because this is an article of faith. And I'm like, oh no. Is it worth? What's it worth now? Is it worth way less than that now?
I mean, anything is worth what its original, what its purchaser will pay for.
What people are willing to pay for it. So, like, where do I find out how much people are paying for those things?
Well, the answer is it's very hard because a lot of the trades that are executed for NFTs are what are known as wash trades, where basically somebody buys, like someone with a lot of Ethereum sells it to them, like buys it for 500 Ethereum and then later sells it to themselves for 1,000 Ethereum. So it's like, oh look, it doubled in value, but really they just transferred that cryptocurrency from one of their wallets to another one of their wallets.
Right.
So,
so it's not actually being sold; it's just being transferred.
Exactly.
To their other whatever.
Yeah, it looks that like it has increased in value, but in actual fact, nothing has happened.
Well, my pal Martin Shkreli is really interested in NFTs.
Yeah, I mean, every fucking grifter is. So
I think that's his plan on when he gets out of jail.
People.
Yeah, is to sell.
Speaking of baseball.
Oh no. Yes.
So it's the first week of the season. Do you ever watch MLB TV?
I have a subscription to MLB TV, so sure.
So I watch, probably at least one baseball game a day, or at least have it on the background most days. And they have a very limited commercial cycle, which means I have seen all the different versions of the Larry David commercials over and over and over again. But here's the problem. They're well
You're talking
written,
about the LarryDavidCrypto.com commercial.
I thought it was FTX.
Like, they're actually, like, for sketches, they're not terrible sketches. Like, I've seen so much worse at Go Sketch Yourself. I've seen so much worse over, like, a deck. Like, it's just so, like, infuriating watching them over and over and over and over again. Like, it's the fact that they're well done for crypto is so fucking infuriating.
I really don't see any downside. They're tied to nothing of value. They destroy the environment. They can be easily stolen without any repercussion or any type of insurance. What isn't there to love?
By the way, you know who my favorite type of player who gets a person who, I just gave it away, person who gets caught up in these crypto scams is the type of player who makes $2 million but isn't famous but has $2 million. Like, so many baseball players, like, have their own crypto schemes now because that's exactly the type of person who has exactly that type of money.
And somebody should make a movie about that. I'm starting to get drunk.
You know
this stuff is so fucking gross.
Hell yeah, bitch! I had aquavit one time. Tasted bad.
It tastes like what a barber smells like.
Ha. Aquavit is actually the blue juice that they put the combs inside. Everybody knows that's forbidden.
Yeah.
You're not allowed to drink
Is that stuff good? Like, can I use that for stuff? I'm so
What type of stuff?
I don't know. Like, could I take a bath in it? Would it disinfect my skin? Probably no.
You
right?
can't take a bath in it. It'll hurt you.
How much hand sanitizer? If I covered my whole body in hand sanitizer, would I get drunk?
Ooh, that's a good question. I don't think so.
My whole body.
Yeah, but I mean, it's still like the alcohol evaporates.
How much could we just cover? I want to cover my whole body in hand sanitizer.
Why do you want to do that?
Just as a goof. I don't know.
I can hop in on this. About 6 years ago, I wrote a spec script that did not go anywhere. It was called the St. Backwards Day Massacre.
Okay.
And the idea was everyone gets killed for different fake, stupid holidays, and one of them was International Hot Sauce Day, and the entire ocean turned into hot sauce, and someone fell off a boat. And I had to do all of this research to figure out whether that could actually kill you, and it fucking can.
And you're saying that this movie never went anywhere. Sorry. I had to. I'm sorry. That was mean.
That's rude.
One time I was cutting habanero peppers with my bare hands, and then I went to go take a shower, and I went to go wash my butt with soap and stuff, and my butt hurt for like 2 hours. It was so painful and not in a good way. I forgot how spicy habanero peppers were. I thought they were similar to jalapeno peppers.
Gotta use gloves.
They're not. You gotta use gloves. Got it in my butthole. Oh my god, I'm getting drunk. This is ridiculous.
What's up, Dark Matters audience?
Hey, Michael.
Yeah.
Let's say you went down to Anaheim.
Yeah.
And you went to go get a bratwurst.
Sure.
Okay.
Because you're at the Angels game.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you come back to your seat.
Mm-hmm.
And then you see some fucking Orange County douchebags just standing in front of your section because you're in the third row of the upper deck. And they're just standing there. And they're just one's blocking the pitcher's mound, and one's blocking the home plate.
Stuff is so gross.
And you just get cranky and cranky and cranky.
Yeah.
Until finally you storm up there and you aggressively, politely say, "Hey, you've been here for a while. Can you just move?"
Yeah.
Okay.
And then you go back to your seat and you try to grab your bratwurst, and you realize your hands are shaking and the bratwurst is falling apart because you thought you were about to fight an Orange County douchebag.
This is like Hunty meets David Lynch.
My beard connects. Look at this.
Your beard connects? I'm so jealous. Yeah. It's never happened for me.
Look at that. It connects.
Look at
it's
this.
Never connected before.
It's never happened to me in my life. Look at this thing.
Sort of connects, but this one is like, this is a solid.
What is that? Is that just a long mustache hair, or is it connecting?
No, there's a lot of hairs in here. I can, well, that's great. Anyway, I feel like you phrased it as a question, but there was no question mark in anything that you said.
Yeah. The first anxiety attack I ever had was at Yankee Stadium.
Well, that's a good place.
That story.
That's a good place for an anxiety attack because people at Yankee Stadium it's an animal. It's an animal cage.
My date story is. It was. It's been a very intense week where my body basically just hit exposure therapy on physical trauma and psychological. But at the same time, if you've heard my phone beeping at any point while I've been on here, that's me texting the person. So knock on wood, I haven't fucked it up that badly with
knock on wood. I hope you'll be knocking on some wood. You know what I'm saying?
And
if you need to wear a t-shirt for your next date, might I recommend the Anaheim? A great place to see your dad.
No, that
I recommend.
To be clear, that was a true story, Frankie. I was at the Angels game, and the guy was in the way, and I thought my body went into full flight or flight anxiety attack mode because I thought I was literally poking a lion, and in fact I was just politely asking someone to rightfully move.
Well, I had no idea. I thought you were. I didn't know why you were. I thought you were just a flight of fancy.
No, it was a real thing. It was one of those great things where at the end of the day, I was just so fucking happy that it was a good bratwurst. Because if it was a bad bratwurst, yeah,
nothing worse than a bad brat.
Thank you, Hunter.
I agree. What?
I've lost all
Why did you
control.
say that?
He was talking to the other hunters in the chat.
Oh, got it.
There's two hunters, and yeah.
That makes sense.
Oh, I just got so hungry. I'm never. Should we have enough? Should I get an eating disorder therapist on for one of our episodes?
So you can talk about your relationship to food.
Yeah.
With your live. This is very fucking bad for my stitches.
Oh yeah, you might really burst a stitch tonight, honey. That would be.
Yeah.
I mean, that would be awful for you,
ribs.
but. Oh my ribs! Oh my God, Hunty, please. Next time that we say something funny, will you please say "Oh my ribs"? Oh my ribs. I love that the reason it's not in the Oh My Ribs theater is that the people who did Oh My Ribs were like, no, we must continue. We can't let this die. We have to keep Oh My Ribs going. I mean, don't we all have, I guess, our own version of Oh My Ribs? Isn't all of life just basically an Oh My Ribs theater?
One big Oh My Ribs.
In the grand scheme of things. Oh, they're not even.
Oh,
they're working hard. According to their website, they're working hard to get back up. Oh, They have a stand-up show Friday, April 22nd for $10.
Worth it.
Wow, the Tunnel Rats sketch
Tell
comedy.
Tell them to book our friend Alda. I would go for $10 if Alda was playing.
Oh my ribs! They have a signed photo of Jerry Springer on their website. To Oh my ribs, I'm still laughing, Jerry Springer.
So funny.
All right, I'm going to get an eating disorder therapist for next weekend. It's just going to be a way to have them as a guest, but I just really just want therapy for my eating disorder.
Brother Wags, my brother, my own brother, worked at the World Trade Center. So only I'm allowed to laugh at that. And I am. No.
Yeah, how come All My Ribs has Jerry Springer autograph photos, and like we don't have any autograph photos? We have a photo with Buzz Aldrin, but it's not autographed.
True. He does autograph shit all the time.
You remember when the Straitjacket Society was just those incredibly boxy photos of every team? Like
remember when they just
lobby was just like
they hung a straitjacket from the ceiling?
Yes.
That's Wizworld. I also had surgery. That feels legit too. I didn't even get a full 8 hours after GSY.
Don't drink aquavit.
Don't drink aquavit.
That's so gross. This is old too. I don't think this is supposed to be old. This is like
I don't
10
think
years
old. The point of alcohol, of like spirits in particular, is that they last for a long time, right?
Yeah, I guess so.
I guess wine also lasts for a long time, but like 10 years for wine is not that long. Oh, I am tired though. I drink so much wine.
Should we learn puppetry of the penis?
Yeah, of course we should learn puppetry of the penis.
Do you think we could get one of the original puppetry of the penis guys to like teach us how to do? Oh my god, how to do puppetry of the penis? What should I eat? I'm hungry.
You should eat like celery. It's a negative calorie food. I'm trying to help.
Oh my god. Eat a big banana. I could do that.
Brother Wag suggests pussy.
Ugh, so much effort though.
But it's low calories.
Is it? Probably, yeah. It's not vegan. It's not vegan though. It is vegan because it's ethical.
You're saying that all like, ethical things are vegan?
Yeah, like if a horse, if a horse was like eat my leg, and it would like could fully consent, you know, but then no, you couldn't. Yes.
I have two questions there. Number one, kosher for Passover. Didn't they say in 2020 that basically because we're in a pandemic, anything counts as kosher for Passover? And number two, is eating pussy kosher versus just vegan?
I guess it depends if she's Jewish or not. I wonder if somebody's asked this question seriously.
I mean, how do you think Tony the Wonder Llama, half man, half tea came to be? I was in middle school and I was like, can you?
Oh, I don't like being drunk.
I'm very tired.
Yeah, how tired are you?
I'm so tired.
You're tired enough to sleep on the air.
That's right, bitches.
Come on, it's only 11:30.
I know.
I'm sorry I didn't go to your Passover Seder.
It's okay. I didn't know.
I thought it was tomorrow.
I wasn't sure your kids. I don't know what the whole.
I don't either. Little fuckers.
I never assume that I will see you in person until the pandemic magically goes away.
It's never gonna happen.
Or I feel like once you have the third bun.
Oh yeah.
Out of the oven, that
you're gonna see me. Just come over someday.
Yeah.
Wait.
I'll come over.
Yeah. I'm going to the Barry premiere on Monday, and everybody has to take a COVID test the morning of the premiere.
Nice.
I'm like, all right. That's gonna be like the only party I go to all year.
You literally just said you went to a children's birthday party.
I know, and I got sick the one time I went to a party. The one party I went to, and I had a fucking mask on. I had a KN95 mask on at that party. And I got fucking sicker than I have in 20 years. And I didn't even get COVID. Have I been remote? Well, we were remote, and then we were testing we were testing basically every day when we were in the office. And now I'm done. And now I'm on a new show where they only test once a week, which is basically, as far as I'm concerned, the same as not testing. It's like, literally, my friend, because when we tested, I'm not Westworld Live. I'm not allowed to say it is secret. It
has a code name, but
no,
not
it's
allowed
not. It is
a
show for Amazon, and it has a code name, and I'm not allowed to talk about it. Yes, it's Barry 2 for Amazon. Terry. No, they're only testing once a week. On Barry, my friend tested negative on Friday, and then I gave him a ride to Union Station on Monday, and he tested positive Monday morning, so I got exposed to COVID, and that was only 2 days later. So it's ridiculous. Only testing once a week makes no sense. Whatever. We're just all gonna get COVID. Bilo's had it 3 times.
I have not had COVID once.
I bet you have, though. Ooh, could we get COVID nucleocapsid antibody tests and reveal the results live on the air? That's the one that tells you whether you've had COVID.
Ooh, yeah. Can I jump in on this as well? Because I think I've told you my COVID story, right?
I don't know, probably.
So you remember the movie Cats?
How could I forget?
And how there was 7 gatherings of 50 people going to see it in, let's say, December 2019.
Yeah.
And this was also right after Chineseness, where up to 150 comedians all get together, to surround tables and eat Chinese food, and also every big holiday show packs everyone into the rest. So I got sick for 17 fucking days in December 2019 into
Not
January.
Good.
Yeah.
At at the time, we didn't even know what COVID was. And then in February, I got sick again, and I had, to that point, had never gotten the flu in back-to-back months or anything. So it was clearly 2 different things. And I definitely had long COVID shit, last year, but I have never tested positive for COVID. And so I'm genuinely very curious.
Well, let's have a big party. We'll all go down to Quest Laboratory or wherever the fuck they do the test. Get some blood drawn. I'm actually, because my dad is just in this fucking hospital with an infection. Like, I'm just worried he's gonna get COVID, and because he has an organ transplant, he had a kidney transplant. He's got like 5 COVID shots or whatever, but Bilo, how wide your mouth is opening on some of these yawns, it's like really impressive. It's like cheetah-like.
It is impressive. I am a very impressive host.
You are very impressive.
The alcohol-induced yawns are really killing it tonight.
Oh man. Are you in REM sleep right now? I see your eyes kind of moving around a lot.
No, I'm fighting.
Should we hook you up
to keep my eye open?
When are you gonna do a live sleep study on the air? When is that gonna happen?
Oh,
go ahead, Hunter.
Specifically, Chinese Miss is what that's what it was called by the person who runs it. George Oz, the guy who used to be Maddox.
Yeah, let's get the lie detector guy from Nathan For You to come on our show again. Which is literally just if you Google cheap lie detector Los Angeles, he comes up. So they must have just Googled the same thing we did.
Yeah, it's the same first image on Google search.
Yep. Here he is, Los Angeles publicpolygraph.com. Los Angeles polygraph tests are only $145.
Hell yeah.
There he is, Josh Grogan. Not Josh Groban, Josh Grogan. Josh Grogan. We also test at night. TV's polygraph expert. Oh, he's got the picture of him on. He doesn't have a photo of himself from our show, but he's got himself on Dr. Phil and on Nathan For You.
Are you a Hitchcock fan, Frankie?
A Hitchcock fan? Sure, yeah.
Yeah, I never saw Foreign Correspondent till today, and I don't think that's a good movie, but that has like the best set piece I think I've ever seen.
Have I seen Foreign Correspondent? Which one is Foreign Correspondent? I'm Googling it right now.
It's the one where it feels like he hasn't figured out how to do North by Northwest yet, but then the third act is an incredible plane crash where you're like, how the fuck did they figure out how to do this in 1940?
Yeah, I don't know. I don't think I've seen that one.
It's worth it. Just like pull up on YouTube, like straight up, like I was watching behind the scenes. They instead of having like a projector screen, they projected the water that they were crashing into onto rice paper, and then dumped water through the rice paper for when they hit the water. It's like such cool, like figure it out yourself special effects, but like in the fucking 40s.
Yeah, man.
And George Sanders is just such a ridiculous character actor.
Oh yeah, there's that After the Matters logo that I hastily made. Oh, Bilo is so asleep right now. It's excellent. Look at this. Welcome to Bilo Sleeps Live. Nobody else is bold enough to just broadcast one of the co-hosts sleeping. You know, a lot of shows talk about it. You know, Jimmy Kimmel has the famous Jimmy Falls Asleep episode. But we can do this for you every week. What's up with that show Dark Matters? Oh, well, it lasts fucking forever, and sometimes one of the hosts falls asleep, and they just keep doing the show as if nothing happened. God. How could you sleep through this? I mean, I can come up with a few reasons. God, I'm getting drunk and tired. It's a great idea, Hunter Epic Twitch Gaming. I've tried this before. Okay. Michael Bilo, if you hear the sound... Wait, let me Google how to hypnotize. How to hypnotize. How to hypnotize.
Oh. You know
someone.
What we should do?
WikiHow, perfect. They're great.
Here's what we should do. We should have Michael record a hypnosis track for himself and then play it for him after he falls asleep.
Hold on. That's not a bad idea, but we can't do that right now. Okay, inducing a trance state. Speak in a low, slow, soothing voice. Check. Okay, ask them to focus on regular deep breaths. Focus staircase, they're already asleep. Relax their body part by part. Okay. Encourage them to feel more relaxed. Redundant. Okay. Walk them down the hypnotic staircase. This technique is shared by hypnotherapists and self-hypnotists alike to bring out a state of deep trance. Imagine themselves at the top of a long staircase. Okay. Bilo, I want you to imagine yourself at the top of a long staircase in a warm, quiet room. As you're stepping down, you are sinking deeper into relaxation. Each step that you take brings you into a more relaxed state. So you've taken the first step down. Now you've taken the second step down. I'm bored, so there's only like 4 steps to the staircase. So the third step, and you're really relaxed. Here we are at the 4th step, and you can just feel your body floating away. Now you're on the ground floor, and you're just completely relaxed. Okay. Okay, Michael, here's what you're going to do. You're going to be proactive when it comes to the Dark Matter show. Okay, we have a stream next week. You're going to book a guest. Frankie wants an eating therapist for next week's show. You're going to email 5 eating therapists and ask them to be on the show. The email is going to be about 4 sentences. It's going to be quick, and it's going to be to the point. And you're going to send it from our fake persona, Lila Dumont, from the Dark Matters email. You will send 4 to 5 emails to different eating therapists for next week. Then, what I want you to do...
That was loud.
I want you... Sure. Got it. Any other suggestions you have in the chat? Let me know. Because I think.
Can I throw one in?
Yeah.
Okay, so Michael, I want you to be aware of this trigger. When you hear the sound of flowing water, think about telling all of your more successful friends about Tony the Wonder Llama.
Okay,
Let me try that again. What are you thinking about, Michael? There you go.
Okay, Wizworld Live. Okay, now, Michael, now that you're in a state of deep relaxation.
Yes.
Oh, no, he's doing a bit now. He's not asleep. He's not hypnotized. That's okay. We're going to picture yourself, and then we're going to go back to the staircase, according to wikihow.com. The top of the staircase. And each step down the staircase, you're getting more and more relaxed. Okay, what you're going to do...
Wait, to be clear, is he going down or up on this one?
I think we're going down the staircase. I don't know. It's what WikiHow said.
Okay, so further down.
Yeah, further down. So you're going to take a step. Every step you take, you're getting more and more relaxed. All the muscles in your body are getting relaxed. Wizworld Live. Okay. Now what I need you to do is go upstairs. I want you to go upstairs. I want you to go talk to your wife. I want you to say, "You are not real. You are not real. You are not real." And then I want you to lift up your shirt and pretend you have a suicide vest on and pretend to press a button. And then when it doesn't go off...
Live.
Wizworld Live. When it doesn't go off, you're going to be totally devastated that you screwed up your mission, and you're going to go and cry in the corner. Okay, you're feeling very, very relaxed now. You're so relaxed. Wait, he's moving. This is okay. How are you feeling, Bilo?
Tired.
Tired? Yeah.
Yes.
How do you turn on the water?
Oh shit! Hold on.
Is this doing anything? This sound doing anything for you?
Is the whooshing sound of rushing water?
Yeah.
It just sounds like TV static, or like, is it supposed to make me piss myself? Is that the goal?
No. Oh yeah, you did fall. You were in a deep trance. Okay, good. Anything you feel like talking about when you hear that water sound?
No.
You feel like going upstairs and maybe saying something to Sam?
No, I am already upstairs.
Oh, right, downstairs. That's what I fucked up. I said upstairs, but I meant downstairs. No?
No, not in particular.
Do you feel like maybe you have something under your shirt?
Do I have something? I mean, other than my skin? No.
Oh.
Do you have any successful friends?
Good question.
I got a couple.
Maybe if we take them. Do you have any?
Who are your most successful friends? Okay, where am I in the top 5 of your most successful friends?
Yeah, absolutely.
All right.
I mean, if you think about success as like, especially like achieving in a difficult achievement in a difficult field, like I have my friend who is like a real estate lawyer probably makes a lot more money than you do.
Yeah.
Like,
how much money do you think your friend makes?
I would assume over $1 million a year, probably more.
Yeah, that would be more money than I make.
He started his own law firm and like whatever.
Yeah.
God bless. But
is there anybody that you want to email?
Is there anybody I want to email? No, I don't want to email anybody.
Ugh. Well, I tried to hypnotize you. It clearly didn't work.
Yeah.
All right,
clearly.
so I'm like number 2 to that guy. Is that what you're trying to tell me?
No, I'm saying you're ahead of that guy because like being a real estate lawyer is easy.
Is easy.
Being an editor on
my job's also
TV
easy.
shows is hard.
It's not hard.
Well, what do they say that like you can't be a wealthy lawyer without like mortgaging your soul? But Frankie, all you had to do mortgage your soul was to work on a show about a guy who kills people.
That's right. I only had to mortgage a property. I didn't have to mortgage a soul.
I will email the president a picture of my dog.
Yeah.
I think he'd like it.
He probably would. You think Joe Biden beats off?
No, I don't think Joe Biden beats off.
I think he does.
He's Catholic. You can't beat off.
What are
if
you
you're
talking
Catholic.
about? That makes it 10 times more likely.
No, you can't. You're not allowed. You're
You
spilling
don't think he's in the
semen.
sneaking off in the oval bathroom. You know, he's always got people around him. Do you think Joe Biden has porn on his TV in his living room?
I don't think
he's
Dr.
Chromecasting the Pornhub to his living room TV.
I don't think Dr. Jill Biden is such a fan of porn.
So Mitch Altman constantly tries to sell me on, even though I tell him I already have 2 Rokus, one in the bedroom and one in the living room.
That's too many Rokus.
He keeps trying to sell me on the idea of I can just send you a jailbreak Amazon stick. And one of the key selling points is...
Jailbreak Amazon stick sounds grosser than it actually is.
Number 1, it works perfectly on his 25-year-old TV.
Yeah.
And number 2, it works perfectly with all the porn he wants to get because you can get any porn on any of the apps.
That's great.
Free. And that's
what a world we live in. I'm so glad we're alive today and not 100 years ago or 100 years in the future.
Yeah, it's true. They just broadcast the porn directly to our brain.
I can't believe I didn't hypnotize you, Bilo. Where'd you go? It's dark over
I'm
there.
here.
It's dark.
I know. I don't understand.
Did power go out?
No. No. Let's see.
Obviously, the power didn't go out. You're on the internet. The fuck? The fuck is this?
I don't know.
The fuck is happening?
I made it change the background.
The fuck? There you are.
Oh.
Cat's trying to get out the door. Cat! If you yell cat at a cat, they know you're talking to it.
I yell dog at my dog.
You sure you don't want to go downstairs and say anything to Sam?
I will have to rewatch this show and find out what you tried to convince me to say, but I feel no compulsion to do it.
Yeah, you should do that because we really need the view. We need to up the view count on this thing.
We gotta up the view count, people. We're always trying to up the view count.
What happened to our Passover Seder? What are we up to?
I don't know. I mean, it really never got started, you know.
But by the way,
we had Slow Doug. We had Slow Doug on the show earlier, and the show never really got started.
Wait, was that Slow Doug who called?
No, it wasn't Slow Doug, but Ice Cream Cone said it was somebody. It said that was the last time that somebody from the bar. He gives this number to somebody from the bar.
That was great. That was a great call.
It was a great call.
In terms of adding people to the audience, they did ask what I was up to, and I did have to just say, "Oh, I'm just watching a Twitch show."
Yeah, and then what happened?
Oh, I refused to elaborate. Because I scrolled up and saw that the chat was very damning to me.
And we are taking your donations for the nation of Ukraine.
That's right.
Saving up to buy a tank.
Yeah.
If that's what you want.
Hey,
we're gonna make it happen.
Remember when everyone you knew complained about dumb shit, and then there were like wars going on in the rest of the world?
I do remember that. It was awesome. It was my favorite part of history.
Did I ever tell you about the first time I saw a vagina?
Was it the time that you were going to have a three-way?
No, that never. That was you.
No,
that never happened to me.
No, I guess you drove out to. You drove from like Rochester to Buffalo or something like that to try to have a three-way.
But it's not for a three-way.
All right. No, I don't remember the first time you saw a vagina.
So, this is a story of the first time I saw a vagina. It's 11:54 p.m. I was in Hebrew school.
Oh my God.
And we used to have to go. So there were two places in Riverdale, New York. It's an upper middle class suburb of the Bronx. There's the Hebrew Home for the Aged, which is this really fancy like Jewish old folks home, where we would go and like talk to the senior citizens and like sing them songs and shit. And then the Hebrew Home for the Aged also had like a charity division where they just like, it was basically poor people that they took in, older people. And so like the rich Hebrew Home for the Aged is like this like 20-acre campus, And like Red Auerbach, who was a legendary basketball coach, was there, and you could talk to him about basketball. And there were like these flowing lawns, and then the the charity version of the Hebrew Home for the Aged looks like a sanatorium, like an Eastern European Soviet bloc era sanatorium, just like tile walls and like hard floors, and not great conditions. So it was like Holocaust Remembrance Day or something like that. And they're like, oh, we're going to go to the Hebrew Home and we're going to go sing for the seniors at the Hebrew Home. Because some of the seniors there were survivors, so it was kind of like meaningful to go there and talk to them about their experience and stuff. I was like, oh, this is cool. We'll go to this like beautiful place and we'll like remember the Holocaust. But instead, we went to the Hebrew Home, the charity Hebrew Home. Which was like all people who were not mentally present. Like, you know, there are people who were in like hospice. This is so sad and awful. There are people, you know, like none of the people there are conscious. You know, it's kind of like a hospice situation. So we're like 10 years old and we go there. And we've got like these t-shirts on and we've got these candles. And we're singing this like really sad Holocaust remembrance song in Hebrew, and they wheel out all of these like comatose old people, and one of the women was like up in this giant wheelchair, so she was up at her crotch was up at eye level, and they put her right dead center where I was, and I'm like holding this burning candle singing a Holocaust remembrance song, and just like right in front of my face is just like her vagina. It's like the first time I've ever seen a vagina, and it's like 2 feet from my face, and I'm like singing a Holocaust song and holding a candle, and it was so fucked up and weird, just singing to these people, you know, a bunch of 11-year-olds singing to these people who didn't know we were singing to them on Holocaust Remembrance Day. That was the first time I saw a vagina. But you know, I feel like I have a very healthy sexuality, all things considered.
And me acknowledging that my brother existed on 9/11 was the dark story of the day.
I mean, that's a pretty dark story. Somehow I ended up straight after that.
Yeah, I love the Basic Instinct vibes.
Yeah, it was like Basic Instinct if it was exactly like Basic Instinct. I'm not even gonna elaborate. when I do my indie movie about my life, I'm gonna try to get Sharon Stone to play that part.
You know what? For some reason, like Sharon Stone now is just more exciting of an actor than I think ever was, except for Total Recall. She's just fun.
Sure. I like my favorite actor right now working is Fat Russell Crowe. I love Fat Russell Crowe, and I like Fat Brendan Fraser too.
Fat Brendan Fraser is nice. Fat Russell Crowe is it's almost like we've just decided to give him 50 Townsend a reprieve.
Yeah. Well, it just feels like he's paid for his sins. You know what I mean? Like, just like looking at him.
Yeah, it feels like we all know he was on steroids back then, and now he just gets to be your uncle.
Yeah. Oh, here we go. Welcome to Buy Low Sleeps Live. Oh, can't even hypnotize this fucker. He's impenetrable. Should I go to bed and just leave the stream up? Oh, I'm so drunk.
Wait, in 1 minute it'll be Easter.
That's right.
That'll
be
affect
Easter.
No one here.
What do you? I don't know what you're supposed to do for Easter. I mean, we're doing an Easter egg hunt with the kids tomorrow, but what the fuck else do you do for Easter? I don't know. I've never done Easter before.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, y'all are kind of Jewish, right?
Yeah, I mean, I had a bar mitzvah.
Yeah, I forget. Is Stephanie?
No.
and it's a matriarchal lineage.
That's right. No, my kids are more genetically Middle Eastern than they are genetically Jewish.
Yeah, they're a Goyblin.
Yeah, Goyblin. Oh, no,
Goyblin and Reg Goy.
Hunty, what should we name this third child? I don't know what to name this third child. I'm not going to lower the snoring.
No. I think Brother Wags is a big name.
Wags. Problem is, Wags. Hunty and Bilo are the same. They're on the same channel, so I can't lower them. It's so loud. Like, this is the time that he gets close to the microphone, out of all times. He can't
only ever faced that direction.
Yeah, once. He can't talk into the microphone when he's conscious, but when he's unconscious, he manages to snore. Wait, he's unconscious, though. Okay, Michael. You hear the sound of our voice, my voice. I want you... Oh, it looked like I had a muscle there. That's weird. I want you to email 4 eating disorder therapists. He looks like Marat in the bathtub.
It's such a painterly pose.
Yeah. You're going to email 4 eating disorder therapists for next week's show.
Oh, speaking of which, since you're in the chat, Mother of Garblin, I know it's a weird thing to say on Easter, but can you be Jewish? It'll make everything a lot easier for us.
Yeah, make my life a lot easier. I mean, you look like you could be Jewish.
Yeah, that's why I was positive.
I just want to point out the difference. Wow, this is beautiful.
So, Frankie, what do you think about the idea that Trevor Bauer might just show up and say, hey, let's pitch tomorrow?
I know, I saw on his Instagram or whatever, he was like, SoCal bound, baby, or something like that. I was like, oh, no.
Like, it's all awful, but fuck. I'm so fascinated to see what actually happens.
Yeah. I mean, look at this. This is what he looks like. Minus being stabbed, I guess. Alright. Shoot. Everybody's sleeping. Like, nobody is watching the show anymore. They're all falling asleep. Alright, I'm gonna call it. Hunty, you have anything to plug?
I don't know. Go Sketch Yourself is live now, and we have a 420 show this week, which is whoops. What a way to jump back into it.
That's right, 420 show. Let's do it.
And please wish me luck as I fail miserably in the dating world.
I don't think you're failing, Hunty. I think you're doing just fine.
I think it's someone who is very quickly learning who Hunty is, and but seems to, at least on first glance, not totally hate it. But hey. I totally hate Hunty, so we're gonna have to figure that out.
That's right, and I'm gonna figure out how to play this song quicker so that I'm not fumbling at the end. Oh, come on. Listen to this fucker.
Oh, you know what? I should have pitched to have you play the music video because what is
right.
Passover?
And also, Drum Florigen, who is the writer of our theme song, was in the chat.
Oh, sad.
You know, we might even have a special guest on next week's show.
It's not Jessica Vance. Jessica and I actually went to the Angels game together. We are just very good friends.
next week we may have the artist behind this very song they were listening to right now, Bilo, not Michael Bilo, the French-Canadian DJ, maybe appearing on our show to talk about his song. That's pretty exciting.
That's fuck yeah.
Trying to work it out.
Oh,
that's something to look forward to. Of course, it's going to be like 2 a.m. their time, but look. Till next week, keep snoring.